After years of effort, Japanese indigenous people known as Ainu finally won recognition from the Japanese government of their unique identity in June of this year. Now the Ainu gathered together to discuss their demand for the government to allocate seats on the DIET, the parliament, to the indigenous people so they can participate in politics. The Japanese Ainu are hosting a traditional religious ceremony.
When Ainu get together, the first thing they do is perform a blessing ceremony called Kamui-nomi.
A ceremony known as Kamui-nomi lies at the heart of Ainu religious belief and practice. In a traditional Ainu house known as the Chize, a group of Ainu representing various political and cultural organizations from Hokkaido and other parts of Japan perform the traditional ceremony. They share offerings carried in bowls and convey their messages to the deity with prayer sticks on the smoke of open fires. Many scholars believe the Ainu came here from Central Asia and Siberia. About 140 years ago, Japanese settlers colonized Hokkaido, where the Ainu called it Moiser, and forced the Ainu to adopt Japanese names and way of life, banned their language, and made them take up the unfamiliar livelihood of farming.
Land rights, political rights, rights concerning livelihoods, and natural resources have all remained unequal between the Japanese and Ainu. But according to the UN Declaration, indigenous people should receive these rights as a matter of course. So to Ainu and other indigenous peoples throughout the world, this was a truly epoch-making declaration.
In June 2008, the Japanese government recognized Ainu unique identity. The main focus of this Ainu meeting is to discuss how the Ainu community should see their needs continue to be met.
The Ainu Masur, Ainu territories were taken by the Japanese government, and so Ainu lost rights to land, and those rights have remained stolen from them. Essentially, we want them returned.
The 2007 Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, passed by the UN, has given the Ainu inspirations, and the experience of the Maori in New Zealand has also encouraged the Ainu to fight for rights to political participation.
Because the Ainu population is so small, it is impossible to gain seats in government through the normal election process. So, like the arrangement made in New Zealand with the Maori community, we want a designated number of seats in government reserved for representatives of the Ainu community. Exactly how many is a matter for debate, but the figure can be decided through consultation.
The conservative Japanese government has finally officially recognized Ainu as indigenous identity after colonizing them in Hokkaido for over 100 years. A group of Ainu meet to discuss further steps to take. They doubt the Japanese government will officially apologize, as Australia and Canada did recently to their native population for past discriminative policies. But they have made gaining the rights to participate in politics their next goal and hope a consensus on further moves can be reached through discussions. TITV Weekly.